opening scene movie begins as Melvin had spent another exhausting day at the gym, scrubbing floors, emptying trash cans, and blending into the background as the janitor, hardly noticed by anyone. His days were a constant routine, filled with more sneers and taunts than words of appreciation. Melvin was gentle-hearted but born with a slight mental deficiency, making him an easy target for mockery. He was tall and awkward, with a shy smile that only added to his innocence. But despite his hard work, gym members treated him like he was invisible, or worse, a fool. One day, Julie, a beautiful, fair-skinned gym member, surprised him. She laughed at his jokes, flirted with him, and seemed genuinely interested. Then, with a sweet smile, she suggested a private meeting. Overwhelmed, Melvin felt a burst of happiness he'd never known. He followed her instructions carefully, even wearing a pink tutu she had suggested for the occasion. When he arrived, heart pounding, he stepped into a dark room, waiting for Julie to appear. The lights suddenly blazed on, revealing not a romantic meeting but a brutal prank. The gym members had gathered, jeering and pointing as Melvin stood in the middle of the room, dressed ridiculously, clutching at nothing but a confused sheep he had been told was part of the joke. Julie stood among them, smirking at his humiliation. Mortified, Melvin turned and fled, their laughter echoing behind him. He burst through a door, blinded by shame, and leapt out of a window, unaware of what lay below. He landed hard in the back of a truck parked beneath the gym, a truck carrying vats of toxic chemical waste. Pain exploded through him as the chemicals seared his skin, the agony so intense it blurred his senses. The gym crowd rushed outside to watch, some still laughing, while others stared in horror as Melvin's skin began to blister and bubble. A police officer, curious about the crowd, reached out to help him, but at his touch, flames erupted, scaring the officer back. Desperate to escape, Melvin stumbled away, each movement a new agony. Finally making it home, he stumbled into his bathroom and leapt into the tub, hoping the water might soothe his burns. But instead, the water boiled on contact, making the pain even worse. In horror, he watched his reflection twist and mutate in the mirror. His skin stretched and his muscles bulged unnaturally, his face transforming into something monstrous and grotesque. His body, once awkward, now radiated raw, terrifying power. As his agony began to cool, Melvin thought of his mother, his last tie to a world that had now rejected him. He knew she wouldn't recognize him, and even if she did, she wouldn't accept him like this. Realizing he could never go back, Melvin left, leaving a trail of toxic ooze behind him. Out in the streets, he was overcome by a dark urge, a need to confront those who had wronged him. He returned